If I speak in the tongues of men and even of angels, but do not have love, I am a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy, the understanding of all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have all faith so as to move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. That's normal. And if I distribute my goods to the poor, I distribute my goods to the poor. I give my body to the flames. But if I do not have love, it is of no use. Love is patient. It is full of kindness. Love is not envious. Love does not boast. It is not puffed up with pride. It does not act dishonestly. It does not seek its own interests. He is not easily angered. He does not suspect evil. He does not rejoice in injustice, but he rejoices in the truth. It forgives everything. It believes all, hopes all here. It bears all. Love never dies. Prophecies will cease, tongues will stop, knowledge will vanish. Indeed, we know in part and we prophesy in part. But when the perfect comes indeed, the partial will pass away. When I was a child, I spoke like a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put an end to childish things. Today we see through a mirror, dimly, but then we will see face to face. Today I know in part, but then I will know fully, just as I have been fully known. Now, these three things remain: faith, experience, hope, and love. But the greatest of the three is love. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's magnificent. And when I read that, it really struck me inside, actually, because that's exactly it, in fact. And I think it's a real lesson of, you see, what is love, actually? We think that love, well, I don't want to speak for anyone, but it's about loving. It's about having feelings, but it's much deeper than that. And it is true that when we hold chapter 13, verse 4, it is love is patient. It is full of kindness. Love is not envious. Love is not jealous. When you love someone, you cannot be jealous of that person when they receive blessings. Love cannot be bought. It is lived. It is not puffed up with pride. It does nothing dishonest. It does not cheat when you love. It does not seek self-interest. You expect nothing in return. You love without expecting anything in return. You give, that's all. You do not wait to receive. He is not easily irritated. He does not suspect the evil. No suspicion. It does not rejoice in injustice, but it indeed rejoices in the truth. You do not rejoice in in an injustice that someone is suffering, and the only thing that brings you joy and love is the truth. That it is the only thing that is true. It forgives everything. When one is loving, God says, I am, in the name of God, the merciful, the all-merciful. My mercy encompasses everything. This means even my anger. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Well, after that, you have to be careful, because love can sometimes be destructive too. You shouldn't get it wrong, you see. It's true that they endure everything, but they would have been better off leaving. There you go. But well, that's in a different context. That is to say, when you tell me that they endure everything, you see, it's sometimes we are impatient, you know. Sometimes, well, especially in the society we live in today, you see, for not much today, you know. You get divorced 6 months later. How can you get divorced 6 months later? Yeah, I'm tired of this one. I'm tired of that one. I don't need him. I don't need, well, because we've been taught. It's in our programming, actually. That's huge. Well, let me simply read you verse 4 again. Love is passion. It is full of kindness. Wait, because I have the video there that is... Who is going to hide what I am saying? The first video I made, it got encoded in football of love. You are out. You radiate. There you go. In the name of God, the merciful, the most merciful, love is patient. It is full of kindness. Love is not envious. Love does not boast. It is not puffed up with pride. He does nothing dishonest. He does not seek his own interest. He is not easily angered. He does not suspect wrongdoing. He does not rejoice in injustice, but he rejoices in the truth. It forgives all, believes all, hopes all, endures all. It's magnificent. There you go. There you go. I would like to talk a little bit about love since today. I am convinced that love will ultimately explode everything. It is through love that change is going to happen. Certainly not. The change is now, but you are talking about another change. They have turned everything upside down, guys. They have put us in hate, love. They even taught us love in hatred. That is to say, our love has become how to love hatred. There is our love, what it has become. The ingredient of today's love is how to love hate. It's true that we love hate. We are in the love of hate. You tell yourself, if there is a love, it's that. The devil said no, but do not take away love. I will not remove love from their hearts. That would be their serviceman. I will replace love with hatred. There you go. That way they will feel like they are carrying love, but in fact they are carrying hatred. Love will only be the tool, and it is true that we carry hatred. As Jesus, the Son of Mary, said, love one another and have love for one another. When you want for others what you would like for yourself, there is no longer any reason to feel tight-hearted, because you rejoice in the happiness that others have. It brings you joy, as if you were the one receiving that happiness. So everything is fine. As soon as someone is touched by the goodness of God, it brings you joy. You see, I am happy for him. I am happy for her. It feels good when it is truly love. So everything is fine. You're feeling bad, why? Because when someone receives something, you see something pleasant happens to them. You see when they are touched by happiness. It makes you nervous, you see, because the devil has taught us to love hatred. If we loved one another, moreover, you would not tolerate harm being done to others, just as you would not want harm to be done to you. We are all one, as Jesus said in the video I made earlier. Indeed, we are all one with God. One who is going to cry is Pharaoh and his minions. That's the truth. In other words, it's a mess. There you go. They have finally returned to God. Love one another. I divided them. It's foolish. Now they call themselves the idle horses. It's just about giving kisses. No. Love is slow. Love is slow.